Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Neil from ScaleTrader.com, and today I'd like to show you how to play the diatonic chords from the key of E major on the bottom 3 strings. So let's check it out. Alright, cool. So we're going to learn all the diatonic chords from the key of E major right now. I assume everybody is familiar with the D chord. If you're not, there'll be a link at the top of this post showing you the D chord and all the other open chords. But that's what we're going to base most of this off. And what you're looking at when you're looking at the D chord, where you can find the root note, is here on your 3rd finger. This note is D. And you get an A and an F sharp in there too. So basically that's what you'd call an inversion, because the root is in the middle voicing of the chord. It's not in the lowest voicing like you normally see. But instead of playing D, we're going to move that up. Instead of D sharp, move it up to E. So you're on the 5th fret. You just play it. That is now an E major chord. And wherever you move this, move it here. Now it's a G major chord. A major, C major. Yeah, pretty cool. So we're going to take that shape and move it up to the next note in the key of E, which is actually F sharp. So we move the shape up there. But in the diatonic realm, in the key of E major, the 2nd and 3rd chord that show up are minor. So you have to take your 3rd and flat it. So these two stay the same, your 5th and your root. That relationship is the same, but instead of major sound, you get a minor sound. And you might recognize that shape as, D minor. So hopefully that makes more sense to you now. So we have E major, F sharp minor with our root on the 7th. Now our next root's going to be on the 9th. That's G sharp minor. Then our next root note is going to be on the A. But in diatonic chords, the 4th and the 5th note chords are major. In a major key. So that's your 4th chord, A major. And your 5th chord, B major, with your root on the 12, which probably makes sense to you because that's the B string, right? And that's the same as an open note, B. So if you want to play a major B chord, you do that, and then you play that D major shape that we all know. All right. Now the next note that shows up in an E major scale is C sharp, and a 6th chord in a diatonic key is always minor. So we have to do that minor shape again. Alright? So let's recap before we get to the 7th. So we started on E, which is on the 5th fret, E major. Then we went to the 7th fret for F sharp, and it's a minor because it's the 2nd chord. Then we go up to the next note, which is an E major scale, which is the G sharp minor. Then we got A major, B major, C sharp minor, because it's the 6th chord. And then the 7th chord is the odd man out. It is a flat, half diminished, they would call it. It's a minor chord with the flat 5. That has an interesting sound. So that has the root on the D sharp. And instead of having your 5 here, we're going to flat the 5. And instead of having a major third, we're going to flat the 3rd. So you get 14, 16, 14 here. But you can hear how that really wants to resolve to the E major chord. See? Yeah. So let's recap again. Try to play along with me if you can. We got E major on the 5, which is a D major shape, right? That major shape. Now we're going to go up 2 frets and do that minor shape. Alright, that's F sharp minor. Up 2 frets. Do the minor shape again, and that's G sharp minor. And then the root is just going to move up 1 fret to the A, which is on the D, the 10th fret. We're going to do that major shape. And to get from A to G, you got to go up A to B, you got to go up 2 frets, a whole step. And do that major shape. Now to get to the C sharp, you got to go up 2 frets. And you get that minor shape. And here comes the D sharp, half diminished. The odd man out, that weird triangle shape. And then back to the major shape for the E. So you got so you can really create some pretty melody lines, just even use it to play melodies. Or they use a lot of these shapes in reggae. Yeah. To do that, you just kind of hold your fingers above the strings, like right where they're going to play. But then don't press. Only press when you're going to strum. Bop, bop. And then lift them up right away. That gives that kind of staccato. And typically you'd play that with a single coil pickup, so it doesn't sound as beefy. It has a little more, you know, brightness to it. Yep. Or you can play melody lines. So, I hope you find that interesting and useful. Let me know in the comments if you feel like. I'd love to hear from you. So that's how you play the diatonic chords from the E major scale, all on the bottom 3 strings. I hope you had fun watching. Till next time, this is Neil from ScaleTrainer.com. Keep on picking.